And
we are
I
now
want to say welcome to the P&P podcast. This is Paul coming live from Treasure Island and the beautiful sunny Florida. And we have a drum roll. Thank you, Peter. How you doing today?
I am wonderful, Paul. Look at you at the beach. We are the P&P podcast. I am Peter, and that is
Paul.
Take it away, my friend, in sunny Florida. Go ahead. What are we talking about today?
Well, we have been promoting this heavy about this social media etiquette or etiquette. I was trying to think of the right.
Etiquette's the right word. Do not say etiquette. Etiquette.
Okay, etiquette. So etiquette. So the topic today is going to be social media and how do you use the proper etiquette on the platforms of Facebook. Everybody uses TikTok and Insta, X, OnlyFans, wherever you want to be, right?
Yeah, social media is social media. Exactly.
So how's your week going? Let's go like this. How's your week going, Peter?
My week is better now. It's better now. Yeah. Ironed out the situation I had to iron out and trying to move forward, I'm tired. I'm always tired. Nothing new about that because so much going on in my life. But other than that, it's been okay. I'm just ticked about this social media as you are. And I think we've talked about this once before a while back. I don't know if we talked about it so harshly as we're about to do it now. But we didn't speak about it. So I'm going to let you start, though, because I got to cool down from what I said a moment ago. So you go ahead.
Okay, well, let's start with, since we did with the last one about the situation at my work about, people assuming, and gossiping at work, which kind of falls into the same topic. But I guess we haven't found out who started the rumor about me sleeping with the manager at my job. And at this point, me and the person that was involved in it, we've just come up with the realization that, I say he's Sabrina and I'm Madonna. So he calls me Mother Madonna because I'm older and I'll take that, whatever, I'm wiser. But we just figured out, in life, it's better to be talked about than overlooked. And if these people are going to sit here and idly chat at work about things that are really, really not true, I say it makes me feel better because their lives must be that much more boring that they have to talk about me. Right.
Yeah. You wonder sometimes. Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to, my problem that I have with gossip, and what gossip is gossip is usually not proven, usually a lie, which, is harsh and it's borderline harassment. And I feel that, like I said to the manager, I said, why don't you pull everybody out to the meeting and have a meeting and say, listen, when you are starting a rumor, it's basically harassment at the work job, which is not tolerated. At any job, you can't be harassed at work. And the idea that because two people are gay and we're friends, we have to be sleeping together it makes my blood boil. Because what kind of society are we living
in? I agree.
I mean, you even brought up the subject about let's go about Luigi. I don't even know if we should go there right yet because you already fueled up on this one. But I mean, we're in a society where Luigi, who did kill a man, right? Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Peter, because I know you got something to say.
Here's the thing. Again, social media. This is the thing about social media. I'm going to take it back a step, as I always do, and talk about what social media. We'll date ourselves for a moment here and go back to the day of AOL when this all began. You know what I mean? We'll step forward now. We've got Facebook that came out. As everyone probably knows or doesn't know, because there's a lot of young people who don't understand where it really came from, but it was to keep families and friends connected. It was very G-rated. It was all about posting families at birthday parties and things like that, and say, hi, Grandpa, having little videos and keeping in touch with those who are far away. That's what it was for. Now it's gotten out of control. You see what I'm saying? It's gotten big, money's got involved, monetization, everybody, dealing with endorsing brands, and everyone's becoming influencers, so it's gotten out of control, very out of control, that people have lost their way in how to treat others. Do you know what I'm saying? And how to be human. In the case of Luigi Mangione, I'm not sure how we say his name.
Mangione, I believe.
When this person posted a video about him saying how good looking he was and that I don't exactly. I wish we can go to the video. I don't exactly remember what it was about. The whole point was everyone's goo-gooing gaga and drooling over Luigi. Oh, Luigi, Luigi. Oh, God, he's so hot. Oh, my God, he's such an icon. Icon, people, he killed someone. Okay? Regardless of the reason as to why he killed this person, he still killed someone. I don't care how pretty you are, it's illegal. Okay? And on top of that all, he admitted it in court. Yeah, I'm guilty. Shot the guy and he died. That's exactly what he said. But you're all like, oh, free him. Oh my God, he didn't mean it. What the hell is wrong with our gay community today? Honestly. Are we become that shallow? Are we become that sex driven? Are we become that sad that we got to chase after some guy who killed someone and put him on a pedestal like he's God?
Well, you know, in this world, it's one, sex does sell. He's a good-looking guy, so the gays were thirst trapping. The gays were thirst trapping, and the women. Let's not leave out women. Women were writing him letters, sending him money.
It doesn't matter. Let's do what I said. LGBTQ. Let's get better at this quicker, okay? Because we are bad as a community. We should not. Because let me tell you right now. If that gay boy was oohing on over Luigi, if he killed his mother, what would he be thinking then? Wouldn't be so cute no more, would he be? Okay, then. Think of the other family. Think of the family that they left behind because they have no dad now or no husband. All right?
Right.
People don't think about that. I don't find any humor in it. I don't find anything nice about this. It's wrong.
Right, but that the reason why he supposedly killed him is because he was a CEO or president, and he was making too much money, and he was like the 1%er. So he was trying to make a point. Like, these people think they're above the laws of civilization, and he was trying to prove a point that you're not helping our society. So he thought he was being a martyr, is what he thought he was doing.
Well, he might be one. He might that way. You can put him as you want to certainly go ahead, put him as a martyr. But as anything else, no. And you're not. Listen. There are lots of ways to solve a problem. Murder should not be top list. It shouldn't. No. Okay?
Right.
Because if that was the case, to solve a problem in your life, let's just go shoot somebody. There you go, problem solved. No.
Well, look at the Melendez brothers. We were talking about that earlier. I mean, they killed their parents, but now they're saying that they were molested. So
exactly. In the story. First it was all about money, now it's all about molestation. Hold on 1 second. Regardless. Read my lips, people. Regardless, there's lots of other things you could have done to your parents. You could have poisoned them, made them sick for weeks. You could have burnt up their cars. You could have smashed things in the house. You could have burnt the house down. But you did not need to kill them. Okay? What did that solve? You're in prison now.
And he's going to go away he's going to go away. He's going to go into jail, and as pretty as he is, he's going to find himself, somebody doing life. And he ain't going to be somebody's husband. So he's going to be gay.
I just don't understand the world today and how we have become so twisted, because we have. To think that that's okay is just so wrong, and for shame on any gay man, woman, anything, to think that this man deserves something for killing this guy. I don't care. It's wrong. No. It is. So back to social media etiquette. As we were saying, there's so much. Remember we were talking about a little while back about how when you post something on social media, it's fair game. Okay? So if you don't want to be commented upon, you don't want someone to say something about you, then what should you do? Not post it.
Not post it, right.
Not post it.
Right.
People, how many users? We can go to the statistics right now if we need to and find out how many people use Facebook. I can tell you it's astronomical. So if you think there isn't one person out there who's got something to say about what you posted, you better think again.
You're right. Oh, believe me, I have just, and you know what? And me and my sister were just talking the other day. She said, "Well, you've got 2,000. You got 2,000 friends." I said, "Girl, let's clarify this. I have 2,000 associates, or they're not friends. They're followers." I said, "They're people on my face." I said, "They're not my friends. My friends I call. My friends I pick up a phone. Friends are friends, but Facebook is not my friends. That's just a category in my." Photos,
exactly. It's no longer your friends list because nobody has 10,000 friends. Okay.
Exactly. So the interesting thing about this Facebook etiquette that I wanted to talk about is the fact that, okay, so here's the scenario. So I make a post and I make it general usually. And because I'm thinking, if I always say, keep your friends closer, but your enemies closer, right? And I made a post, and it was about somebody, but it was general. I didn't mention anybody's name, and it was about being at a circuit, clowns and monkeys, and being at a circus. So she clapped back and she made a comment under my post because she saw that it basically was about her, and so I knew she was secretly following me or whatever she was doing. Okay. So let me tell you, when she actually clapped back at me, right? And she made a comment about my brother because it was something about teeth. And she said, oh, well, yeah, you should talk. Your brother don't even have any teeth. And I turned around and I said to my other friend, you better warn her because now I'm coming for her. Guns are blazing. I have a rule on Facebook. If I never post on your wall, but if I post on my wall and you comment, guess what? It's open season, okay? So you better put your girlfriend panties on and hold on tight because I'm coming, and I'm coming for everything, okay? I won't, no holds barred. I'm tired of these people thinking that they can use Facebook as a shield and they can make any comment and think that I'm not going to go there. So, anyways, I reiterated to her, listen, first of all, my brother's an alcoholic, so that's why he doesn't have any teeth, and my other brother's a heroin addict. So before you start opening your mouth and start mentioning my family, I said, but I'm glad you got the reference about you, and I want my $20 back, okay? Because she borrowed $20, so it is what it is. Right, so the etiquette on Facebook is that if you're gonna make a comment on my post, it's open season. If you don't want to make ruffles, or you don't want to make enemies or frenemies, whatever you want to call them, then don't comment. Just say nothing. Because 9 times out of 10, when somebody makes a post on Facebook, it's usually general. Like, the weather outside. Our good friend Jimmy, all the time. Oh, today's Friday. Today, it's a good day. Today's Saturday. Today's Sunday. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I work every day, so I know what day it is because I have a calendar and I know what's going on.
Right.
And I think that when you make a post on Facebook, you have got to be ready for somebody to clap back.
Of course you do.
And it might not be what you want to hear.
Most likely it will not be what you want to hear. But again, let us go back to what I said. If you're going to do it, then expect backlash. It's going to happen. Okay? Because there's how many users on Facebook? Way too many. And someone saw your post. That's simple. And they may not know you, may not know your situation, but they feel they've got something they need to say. Sabrina, okay? And so they did. And that's what happened. Yeah. Let me just say something real quickly, because there was a part on there about e-bikes. And we all know I own an e-bike. Someone's talking about how they need to regulate it and all these laws and things like that about e-bikes, how they regulate them. So here's what I do when I post something. If I see something that kind of doesn't irritate me, I don't care. People can, you know me, I'm the kind of person who's say what you want to say. It's a free world. Last time I checked, this is America. Freedom of speech. Knock yourself out. You know what I mean? But if it's a little irritating, then I'm going to say something. So what I simply said is, hey guys, that's wonderful. But let me ask you a question. How many of you own an e-bike? Yeah, let's see that. Yeah, you're all barking, and not a single one of you own one. But if you did, how would you feel? These laws were all clapped on you all of a sudden. Oh, something to think about, huh? That's what I do when I put on Facebook. I make people think. You're saying something, attacking something, yet you don't put yourself in the shoes of that person you're attacking. Okay? Because if you did, you wouldn't be attacking them. You'd be stepping back and going, wait a minute. Maybe you're right, maybe you shouldn't, because I wouldn't want to have that if I had an e-bike. So that's what I do when I post. I make them think for a moment. I don't say anything mean. I don't say anything bad. I just make them think. That's great, guys. Lovely post. But what if you owned one? How would you feel? Enough said.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, you have an e-bike, so you're speaking from facts, and I think that's what's interesting is that you have the facts to back up your information, where a lot of people, and I think that's where the problem is in social media. Like, I posted about, I had this fruit. Well, I thought it was a fruit because I thought it was a fruit, but come to find out it was a magnolia. And Ruben posted steel magnolia, which I thought was so cute. I mean, but I didn't know what it was. And I actually made the post. I said, I'm not sure what this is. Cause here, open season, go ahead, comment and post and tell me what this is. And I found out, so education is proper, and it is something that we all should live by. So if you don't know the answer, look it up. I mean, find out the answer and or ask a friend, because 9 times out of 10, like, I mean, there are things in my life that I don't know about. I was cutting down trees the other day with Ryan, and I thought I was doing the right thing. And Ryan's like, he says, you're not doing it right. You gotta put the saw closer to, you gotta put the tree closer to the saw. Like, he was teaching me how to cut down a tree, because I literally I don't know how to cut down a tree.
Why would you? You know, exactly.
But I know. But that's his job. And you know, it was interesting because I said to him, well, you got to show me, teach me. And like, literally, I said to him, I said, you know, you're really good. You know what you're doing, you know? So he's like, well, I'm maintenance. This is my job. And, and you know, I said, let me pat you on the back, because you know what, in life, you know, you've got these friends that have these assets, you know, you with your, you know, you're an advertisement. I mean, even our friend Jimmy, who, you know, he had a store and a business. And so Mark, who works in the medical field, I'm just saying first names, but there's friends we have. And you honestly, these are your tribe. So if you have a question about something, reach out to one of your friends and say, hey, this is your field. Give me the answer, because you're going to do two things. One, you're going to ask for the right information, and you're also going to, you know, lift up that friend saying, you know, I know you probably have the answer to this because this is your field.
Exactly. So, and again, it goes back to etiquette. Again, you know what you're saying before you say it. Stop and think before, or how's it go? Stop, look, and listen. However that goes.
Yeah.
We are the mighty back in the day, but still, stop, look, and listen. You know what I mean? Pay attention. Don't post because you are. Stop before you post. Think for a second. You know, you won't get backlash. You won't get someone yelling back at you if you just post intelligently. If you must say something, think about what you're saying before you say it. That's all. Etiquette, once again. Or don't post at all. You know what I mean? Let's take it back. There's another example. I'm sorry. About this guy who was talking about how he's not gay. He's a little bit spicy. And I wish I could go back to that video. I should have got myself prepared for that, who he was. And someone made a comment about his video. The guy's basically saying he loves gay people. He hangs out with them. He's a straight guy. He comes out spicy, I guess, because, you know, he prefers to be with them. He loves it. He thinks it's great. They're wonderful. They're great people to get along with, yada, yada. He wanted on. So one comment said, oh, buddy, you open your mouth, put your foot in that one. And I'm like, what do you put his foot in? He simply said that he likes the gay community, that he's a straight man. If anything, I applaud him. And most people did. So when I wrote back, I said something. He said, you must have missed the point. And I'm like, what point? Where did he put his foot in his mouth? He simply said that he is a little bit spicy. I thought it was a great way to list it. Meaning, I can handle the gay boys. Do you know what I mean? We can dance, sing. I ain't going to sing with you, but you know, because I ain't gay. But we can have some fun. We can be friends. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, how many? You ready for this? How many straight friends do you have that like to hang out with you and go to the gay clubs? Because you know we do it better at a gay club. Just to let you know.
I had straight friends back then. Back in Pittsfield, back in my hometown, I had straight friends hung out with me. I don't know if we not sure if we went to gay club, but I had them. We hung out. You know, there's no problem. You know, this is the problem with society today. My God, can we just get along? We have enough problems with the president and so on and so forth. Gay boys being martyred and put on pedestals. I mean, just the world is corrupt and ridiculous. Can we come down? Have some harmony. Have some love and understanding. You know, have some peace, you know, and tranquility. Why can't we have that?
Well, I mean, why can't we have a little peace? Because you know, drama sells. I mean, drama. I mean, why do they think they call TV, Peter?
You know.
It's programming. It's televised. It's actually programmed, and it's usually drama. Because if you had some boring soap opera, people wouldn't watch it. They want drama. People, I hate to say this, but people live for drama.
Of course they do, and that's fine. That's what TV is created for. But let's not create it in the real world. Just leave that for TV. You know what I mean? Leave that for reality shows. Okay, don't make your life a reality show. Be a human being.
Yeah, but reality shows nowadays are not even reality shows because they set up stuff. They're scripted. So I mean, it's not even like. I mean, do you remember? Okay, let's go way back. The first Real World.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The very first Real World, when that girl said to, I forgot what the rapper was, and she said, "Oh, you got a cell phone? You must be a drug dealer." I mean, that was the real world.
Mm-hmm. That's reality shows came out with reality before they got scripted and all that nonsense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and now it's scripted. Like I mean, the Kardashians, and the boy. What's the new one? The summer boyfriends or something. I mean, there's just so many now that I
I
can't
don't
even
watch
keep
it.
up.
I don't watch it. I don't even have cable. I don't even do any of that stuff. I watch
You
like
don't have
anime.
cable?
That's where my world's at. No, I don't have cable. I have
Anime.
Face-
Anime?
I watch anime. Yeah, lots of it. I like it because my thing is I deal with the world enough. I want something mindless that I don't have to pay much attention to and just get lost in the world of fantasy. That's good for me because the world is just too goddamn crazy. I don't want to see the news. I don't want to know what's going on out there because I already know what's going on out there. I'll tell you what's going on out there.
News is
chaos.
I mean, that news is chaos. You're not. I'm not. I'm right with you. P&P agree on that one. It is chaos out there. As a matter of fact, let's go to some real news. Okay, you ready for this chaos? And I didn't mention anything, and I was a little harsh on my comment I made before, so I want to take it back a little bit, get a little etiquette in here, and Perez Hilton. I mean,
no, I want to talk about that. Yes,
I said something, on my own page about how, basically, I was sad because to think that he was a social influencer. And I remember him. I actually did I did some researches on him. And I remember when he was talking smack about the Kardashians, about Britney Spears, he was pretty harsh on them.
Well, that's what he was. He was a trash talker.
He was.
Yeah.
And now, the thing about it is that, the odd thing is that, he's got 3 kids, and I always thought, oh, the man's got more money than God, and he must be doing good, and it just shows you that the money and the social media thing sometimes is not a good thing because look where he was literally cutting himself on, what was it? X? Or he was cutting himself on one of the
TikTok,
and they literally had to shut it down
for an hour or so. His mother now has custody of his children temporarily. He's in Baker Act. He's been Baker Act.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's still
in.
What is that? Huh?
So was it rehab or
Baker Act? I guess when they bring you in, they take you in involuntarily for your own safety.
Okay.
So they took him in. As far as I know, he's still there. But let's go back to what you were saying about it. Again, remember you said, oh, he's on here doing this. Oh my God, what's wrong with his children? Remember what I said about that? That man didn't know. The man was not aware of what he was doing. And I know it's sad and all that. And I know the kids were there, but he wasn't. And here's the thing. Everyone's talking about his karma. Oh, he's got his karma now for all that he did, all the people he outed, all this. Okay, I understand he did some bad things, but nobody deserves, well, I shouldn't say that. That's not true. I guess if you were Hitler and you killed all them Jews, okay, maybe you deserve to be a little bit punished. You know what I'm saying? I should take it back. But what did the man do? So he outed some people. You know what I mean? So he trash talk. It was talk. And did it hurt someone, damage someone? Maybe. But does that mean, okay, wish the worst luck on him? Again, go douse his car, slice his tires, throw a rock through his window. There's lots of things you can do if you really must do something. But to bring harm or to wish harm, where are you making yourself? You're no better than he is.
But we weren't. I wasn't wishing harm. I just felt bad because
you aren't. But people
the thing
are.
About but the thing about social media, this is the thing. He put it out there, right? And once you put it out there, it's out there. So now his kids, when they get older, they will, they'll find it if they really want to look and find it. They'll find it. So my question, the deeper question is, why would he get to a point where he thinks that putting that on TikTok would be a good thing?
Well, it's not a matter of why did he get it. He has a mental illness. You know what I mean? Again, we don't understand that because we don't have a mental illness. How can we determine what happens in a mental illness if you don't have one? You see, he was
ill, girl.
Huh? Look at what the Red Young did. Look what the twins did. They went crazy for a moment and shot people. And it's for the moment when you're upset about something, you can do almost anything.
Peter, but the bigger question is, why would you go live on a stream and start cutting yourself? I understand what you're saying. You need help, but why are you going? I post every day and I post positive. I try to keep it real. Me and you on P&P, we try to keep it real. We don't try to bash somebody. Why would you, as a human being, go on social media and start cutting literally going that route?
Yeah, and that's a good question. I think because, but I agree with you that there's, like I just said, I can't say something, not stand behind it, where there are other ways to do something. he could have found another way to reach out to someone if he was having a hard time. Maybe he didn't know. I'm not condoning what he did by any means at all. I don't think anybody should do anything like that on Facebook or any social media platform. It's not what it was created for, people. It wasn't created for that. You want to do something crazy like that, send the video to your family members then. You want to get out and cut yourself and send it to your sister or your mother and let them come deal with you. You know what I mean? I hear what you're saying, but again, who's to say why he did? Who's to say where his mind was when it happened?
Or better yet, and we talked about this earlier this morning when we talked about roommates and when you have a relationship, freaking communication. Why didn't he go to somebody and talk to somebody, not put it on social media? Why didn't he go to his mother and say, look, I feel like harming myself, or go to his therapist? I mean, what gave him the idea to go on in TikTok and do it?
And here's the funny thing. Who knows? That's something we need to touch upon, and someone needs to get that answer. Someone needs to find that in hopes of helping someone out in the future. But let me just say something really quickly, and I don't want to say this, but I will, because it was many years ago. Many people may know or may not know I was married, and my husband had committed suicide. So it's the same question can be asked of him. Why did he reach out to somebody? Why didn't he tell someone before he went down that rabbit hole and did what he did? You know what I mean? Did he try to reach out? Press might have tried to reach out. My husband might have tried to reach out, because there were times when I thought maybe he was, but the answers I gave or the reactions I had were not enough to satisfy him. Do you see what I'm saying? And I hate to say that, but I can't blame myself for what he's done, although I had for many years. I can't think that I was the reason why he did this. I knew he was depressed. He suffered from clinical depression, and I won't go into all the details because, that's my life. I try to keep it as private as I can, but I'm not afraid to share. Again, I speak from experience. So I'm not afraid to share the experience that I've had. Trust me, I don't wish this on anyone, to be a survivor of someone who killed themselves. It's the hardest thing ever to deal with. This happened in 2018. I'm still hurting today. And I asked myself too.
I got these fish on these big ass fish are underneath here at my feet. I mean, I am in the ocean, but I'm like, girl, these are some big fish in here.
I thought I was sassy in my life. You're worried about some damn fish, bitch.
Well, because you're my feet. They ain't eating. I'm not nobody's dinner today.
At any rate, people, as you can see, Paul and I, we are real. We give it like it is. Right. We are talking the tea. We spill it and we spill it. Okay.
Well, so I got a question for you, because since you brought it up, and it's open season now that you brought it up.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. It is. So when I don't know how much of this I don't know how much you want me to collaborate on this, but you found him, correct?
Yes, I did.
And I know he was probably calling out for help, but did you hear him? Did you know that he was calling out for help before it went that far? I mean, how do we see the signs, like before we do what we do? How do we? Because we talk about this. Let's figure out. Let's get the solution here.
And it's a good question you asked. And here's the thing: the signs might be small. What you have to do is not dismiss them. I shouldn't have dismissed what I thought was wrong. It's not that I dismissed it. I thought what I said would be helpful, because I said something to him. I know he was sad about not being home. And I said to him, baby, if you want to move back to Michigan, this is where my husband was from, we can go. Just let me know. Because I wasn't really sure what was bothering him, but I knew things were. So I guess I thought that was enough. But apparently it wasn't. There might have been more issues. I don't know. But I guess the thing to say is, if something seems a little off, even by a little bit, then you need to intervene. Don't say, oh, that's so small, maybe it's nothing. Don't think it's nothing, because when I thought it was nothing, look what happened. Do you know what I mean? So you can't. If someone is saying something to you that just seems a little bit like they're sad, or, don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss it.
Right. What you should do is actually, because I don't have access to the computer, because where I'm at, I'm on a beach, so I don't, but I know you do. Do me a favor, look on your other computer, and there's what is it, 99, what's the suicide line? Because we should actually give a shout out. Look at it for me while I'm talking. But I mean, because suicide is real. It's happening more and more. And in this society, we need to be able to, if you're in a situation where you feel like you don't want to live and you think that you can't make it, there are tools out there that you can.
988.
Oh, what is it?
988.
988. Now this is a shout out from the PNP podcast. You can call 988 and people are there. They're trained, and because we're not, but
Yeah.
people are trained, and we've been through this. So that's, we've had, I've had, I mean, I only, for a suicide, I've only know really one person, but I mean, do you call doing a lot of drugs and OD and suicide? Yeah, I guess so, because it's the same thing, right?
Well, yes and no. It can be, because if you know it's going to lead to that, if you don't care, suicide really, I think, if I were to think about it at all, is you don't care any longer. You've given up.
Right.
You don't have an answer to your life. It's just miserable, and you just don't care.
Okay.
So if you do too many drugs, knowing it could lead to you dying, well, then I guess that could be suicide. In a different way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, we're not doctors. I'm not a therapist. I don't know. You know what I
And
mean?
neither am I. I play one on TV, but I'm not a doctor in real life.
But we're trying not to get too far off the social media etiquette. It's all kind of falls behind it, but it doesn't. So we apologize, folks, if we went that way. I'm sure there's a reason why we took that turn. I guess
no,
because we're talking about Perez. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Peter, it goes back to social etiquette, because honestly, that's what he did it on social media. And honestly, when people are crying out for help in their posts, if you watch these posts for etiquette, and you start seeing a friend posting negative stuff
Crazy
consistently,
stuff, yeah.
that is a cry for help. So that is etiquette.
Yeah.
So it's paying attention to the signs. And nowadays, because everything is not, because who actually calls somebody or sees somebody? Now everything's on social media. So you usually see it on social media before you see it in fucking real life. It's crazy.
Yeah. And it is. You know what I mean? I know it's easy for us to say, but everyone should practice it. If you have someone close in your life, like you always say, pay attention to your friends and your family. Try to as best you can, because you never know when someone needs your help. You don't. It's like you. Whenever I post something, I'm kind of sad or whatever, you always end up calling me and saying, hey, what's up? And a lot of times that's great, because I need to know that someone's there, when I'm crying out. My life is not nearly as bad as probably Perez's was, or my husband, for whatever reason, was. But you know what I mean? But everyone, who to say what point someone's going to get at before something like that happens? You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't know what the point is. You don't know.
Even like
it could be the littlest thing. You know what I mean? You don't know.
And what's funny is that we kind of joked about it, and it was funny. Like, you remember when I put about the salad thing, like the bacteria thing, and I was no joke. I mean, I literally could not, and I'm gonna be, close your ears if you don't want to hear this, but I'm gonna be truthful. I literally was unsure when I was gonna fart if what was gonna come out. I mean, the pain in my stomach. I had a headache first. So for people that are unaware of this, first of all, wash your food, wash your hands, because this bacteria thing is serious. I had it for like about 2 weeks. And when I first got it, the reason why I knew I had it is because I had a headache, and Paulie don't get headaches. And I had a headache, and I said to my friend Ryan, I said, I got a headache. I got to lie down. And I took a nap. I had some tea. And then I woke up the next day, and I literally had to run to the bathroom. And I'm like, I had no time. And it's serious. I mean, this bacteria, which is in the food, and it's, I don't know if we know why it just sort of hit it now, but I'm telling you, until they figure out what's going on, wash your salad, wash your fruit, because you don't want this thing, because it was awful. I mean,
you
awful.
Should always do it anyways. It's like me.
I joked at you about it, because I put it on Facebook, and you didn't even respond to me, and I'm thinking, oh, you're not even checking on me?
Yeah, but I thought you were just I'm talking about social media etiquette.
Yeah.
I thought you were joking. You know what I mean? Not joking. No. I thought you were talking about people getting it. I didn't realize that you had it. You see what I'm saying? Sorry.
So it's funny. Like, I reached out.
I was crying out. He was crying out for help. Where was I? Where was I?
You were riding your e-bike. Oh my God.
We're crazy. Let's step back to etiquette one more time. And it was, I guess, what we're just trying to say overall. I mean, Pauly's Pauly. You all need to understand this. Pauly is going to do his thing. When he's big enough to know, just like we said, if you're going to put something like that out there, then be prepared, okay? But if you do get backlash, be prepared to handle that backlash, because you can't, and I hate to coin a phrase, fight fire with fire, okay? It doesn't work. But I'll tell you what does work, and it works for me. And I'm going to tell you all my little secret. It's called silence. See how that sounds? If you say nothing to somebody, I guarantee you, that's going to piss them off a heck of a lot more than something sly you thought you said. Because when you don't respond and they didn't get your goat, trust me, they're sitting there thinking, wow, he didn't respond.
Can we get an amen in here? I wish you could do an amen up in your little
I don't know if I can do an amen, but I can do this.
Can we get an amen up in here We got an amen here. Because
Okay? Hallelujah.
Peter, I agree with you 100% because I do that all the time. Like somebody, even at work, or if they piss me off, I just shut my mouth and turn the other way, and I know it's going to eat them up even more.
Certainly not, because they didn't get no rouse out of you, so that didn't work for them. So like, shoot, they might even try again. I'll tell you why. Let me tell you another. I'll tell you the reason why this works. I have a neighbor, because I just moved into a new apartment complex. I'm not sure if I told you. And this neighbor, I don't know what volume my music's at. I don't really know, because I just moved here, so I don't know if it's disturbing you. But this neighbor came from next door, violently banging on my door like there was a fire outside or something. I answered and I said, and he's screaming and yelling at me. And this guy was nice to me before. He even came and helped me out with some things in my apartment. He was a super nice guy, but his attitude changed. So I was very calm, and I said, hey, you didn't need to come at me like this. You just had to simply tell me, and I'll be glad to oblige. I don't know that you can hear my music in your apartment next door. Why would I think that? This is a cement building. And anyways, the point I'm getting to about silence is, so now I'm pretty upset now with this man. Okay, but I'm not going to do anything mean. I'm not going to go. I'm not the kind of guy to seek revenge. That's not my thing. But when the next day, when he was all happy and realized what an idiot he's been, he said to me, "Oh, there he is, trying to be all friendly with me and be nice." And you know what I did? I kept on walking. Okay, and then he saw me again the other day, and he said it again. And you know what I did? I turned around and kept on walking. I didn't respond to him. Trust me, he knows what he did now. Okay, he knows that he got me very upset. And he's going to think about that from now on. And will he do something like that again? Probably not.
Probably not, right? Or then again, you never know. You know, they might come and peek in your windows.
It's eating him that he just made a neighbor so upset that they're not talking to him. And he knows that he could have handled that better and he didn't. So how do you teach people things? That's how you teach them. Okay? Ignore them. All right? If you can't come to me correctly the first time, don't come to me at all. Okay?
Right. Or you do the flip that Paulie would do. And I'll tell you at work with my little, my debacle, they literally, now they call me, this one guy says to me, who is, I'm not going to mention name, but he calls me Felicia. He says, bye, Felicia. And I said, oh yeah, I'm Felicia. I'm Lady Gaga. I'm Madonna. I'm whatever you want me to be. Because I wear my rainbow bandana. And at this point I said to my boss, I went up to my boss, I said, I have my rainbow bandana because I use it as a cool down because I'm out sweating my balls off, literally sweating because this heat is something. And I said, am I going to be okay? She said, listen, well, you do not have to worry about your job here at all. I said, okay, I just want to make sure I don't offend anybody. She says, no. And I said, and furthermore, for these people that are talking to me, I says, you know what? I'm just going to say one thing. In life, it's better to be talked about than overlooked. And the more they talk, the more I feel better. And I will clap back right at them. You know me, because I will utilize my motivational mouth, and I'll call it a motivational mouth because I'm blunt by default. And I will tell you I will take away your ammunition before you can even use it against me. And that's how I live life. Because quiet sometimes if you're quiet, you know what they always say, oh, don't mistake my kindness for being soft or
for weakness. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Right. So some people think if you say something and you don't say anything, they think they can push you over. Well, wait a minute here. You push me once, fine. Push me twice. Third time, I'm coming back for you.
My thing is this. The reason I'm not saying anything is because you aren't worth my breath. That's why. It isn't worth it to me. But let's step off somewhere really quickly that I almost forgot about. I almost forgot it again. Yes, let's go back to the other apps, the dating ones. Let's go back to Grindr, Tinder, Snippies, things like that, and this new term called benching. Let me just say something briefly. Again, LGBTQ. Let's get better at this quicker. People.
Where'd you learn that acronym?
I made it up, baby. I made it up. Okay, because I thought about this, and I said, that's what I want to talk about. We need to be better as a gay community. Come on, people. Pull up your big boy pants, all right? If someone is stringing you along on a dating app, say, bye, Felicia, like you said, all right? Don't sit there and wait for them to come back to you because you were the last pick they had. Come on. Think about these things for a minute. The term benching is like a player in a baseball team or something like that, or anywhere, where they put him on the bench and he's waiting to be used. Okay?
Oh,
that's kind of where it came from. So bench is a new term on the social media gay apps, where someone is putting you on the back burner and they'll come back to you if they can't find something else. If there wasn't a better player, they'll come back and take you. Now, people, if you want to be thought of like that, go ahead and be thought of like that. But I think we're bigger than this. Okay?
I thought that was
have a little more worth in yourself. Have a little more, come on. Come on, LGBTQ.
Well, listen, you are on Grinder, honey. Don't expect a future husband or a 401k.
Exactly, and
It's
don't expect
Grinder.
proper etiquette. It's Grinder. People, they're on there for one thing, and I ain't going to say it, but we know what it is, okay?
What is it?
So
Can
if
I
you
say
number
it?
one, baby, if you don't have, listen, you either better have something like this or something going on for them to say, okay, you're now off the bench. Come on and play the game.
Right.
You better have
Let's
something.
play
If you
ball.
don't have something, don't lower, don't be used like that. Come on. Okay?
Yeah.
People,
Yeah.
we're allowing social media to tear us apart as humans, to be disrespected, to be looked over, to be lessened. It's ridiculous. Come on. LGBTQ. All right.
I even saw where somebody was saying they're going to bring back MySpace because MySpace was not because Facebook was it's basically promotional. It's already it's about advertising and all that.
It's a mess.
Where MySpace was not. So it's funny if MySpace comes back because you're right. It was simpler with MySpace. It was just you could put music and stuff, and it was simpler. This Facebook it's honestly it's getting out of control.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules and regulations and all sorts of things now that are happening. But again, right back to the etiquette. People just understand you will get back what you put out. Okay. So if you don't put out anything that deserves to be in backlash, then it's not going to happen. Facebook isn't the place for your dirty laundry. Okay?
Now that's at the laundromat.
Call the family member. But when you put it on Facebook, not only do you make yourself look ridiculous, because now everybody knows the crap you're going through and all in your business now, but you're going to get picked on by somebody. Let me go back to this person, Benji James. I don't know if you heard of him yet. He's an oversized singer who's very feminine, likes to wear women's clothes and he sings. And he's got a fabulous voice. He's all over everything. TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. Sings like a crazy man. Beautiful. He's got a great voice, but he always belts it and sings. But he always wears these very tight, little, lacy, little, tiny, hard to hide in nothing. And the boy is big. And he gets a lot of backlash by it. But he has to understand, he's even made points and he's learning now. If you're going to put yourself out there like that, for everyone to see, multiple thousands of people to see, you cannot complain. Well, you can complain, but you cannot think that you're not going to get talked about. Okay? Something you're not talked about.
It's no different than these raps that rap. I'll say rap. Any person, a girl that walks around with her fucking ass hanging out, and she's got her tits are all pushed up. If it looks like a slut, you call it a slut, okay? And if you're gonna dress like it, you're gonna get the backlash. So listen, if you're gonna go out to the club looking like a 2-bit whore, you're gonna be called a whore. Just be ready for it.
So basically, that's what we're saying, people. It's just what we're saying here about etiquette. What you put out, you're gonna get back. Okay, if you don't want it, then don't put it out there. There are millions and millions. We should look up the statistics. I can probably look up in a second how many users are on Facebook. There's probably billions. Okay, so if you think that someone's not seeing your post out of the billions of people on Facebook, think again.
Right.
You know what I
Think
mean?
again. Yeah.
I'm all for Benji. He's wonderful. He's very talented. I wish him. I hope he. But the thing about some things like this, when you put yourself out there, and you make yourself larger than life and you stand your ground in your beliefs, there's nothing wrong with that. I applaud you. Hold on a sec as I applaud you. Okay? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But this is society. People don't have to like you. People don't have to agree on what you're doing. People don't have to support you. You need to understand that. You need to support yourself. Agree with yourself. Take care of yourself. Never mind what others think. And when you backlash against it, when you let it affect you, then they're winning.
Well, take lessons from Mother Madonna. You got to remember, the girl had $20 and went to New York City, and look at her now. I mean, she knew she did that sex book. I mean, she knew erotica. She knew what she was doing. It was calculated, and she is a smart, educated woman, and she does not do something for not. There's a reason. She's a trendsetter. She tries to be ahead of the trends, and people can give her backlash. But I'll tell you one thing about Madonna is she stands behind what she puts out, and if she puts out an album where she's naked, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. And she doesn't say anything negative back to people. She lets them say what they want to say. She doesn't get fazed by it. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes her all that much stronger. She doesn't get fazed by it. It's okay, that's me. You don't like it, hey, buy someone else's album. Go listen to somebody else. I don't care. This is what I do.
Yeah.
So it's the same to anybody. I'm talking to anybody out there who does social media of any kind, influencer, content creator, whatever it might be. If you're getting a lot of flack, and I see a lot of you out there, don't think I don't. Paulie and I both surf the net a lot. I mean, we are Facebook users. We are TikTok users. We're out there. We run a podcast, for God's sake, so we're out there. And we see you. Don't think we don't see you. So what we're going to say to you is don't take it so seriously. People don't. Okay? It's a lot of mindless people with nothing better to do than talk about your life because theirs is so bad or sad that they have to talk about yours. You know what I mean? Let it be. Live and let live. Move on from
let it be. Let it be.
And maybe this all just be a better place. I can't be sure of that. We can certainly try, but I can't guarantee. All I know is I don't let social media affect me. I don't. I'll either be silent or I'll think of something extremely creative to say back to you. So you'll cry to your mama later on. And you come to me. Let me tell you something. I'm going to respond, okay? But I'm going to respond the right way. Like, you know, I don't really care what your set is, but here's my point. You know what I mean? This is what you got to do. Be smart about your responses, okay? Don't just smile out the mouth. They did it. I'm crying now. They hurt my feelings. Oh, get over it.
And make sure you have your facts. You know, you got to have your facts because they're the facts of life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. You remember that TV show?
But anyways, like we always say.
Because listen, you said an acronym. I got an acronym for you. This is from a Canadian cousin of mine. Okay.
What is it?
She used to say, "Focus." You ready?
Yeah.
When you're mad at somebody, right, and you need them to focus because they're doing something stupid, you say, "Focus." Focus. Fuck off because you're stupid. Focus. And one last shout out. By the way, I know you saw me on the last PMP that I actually I built my own sink. I want to do a shout out to Wayfair. I am a Wayfair hooker now because I'll tell you one thing. I'm not a fan of Amazon because, you know, Amazon, I don't like Bezos making him rich. But I'll tell you one thing, Wayfair, start looking up Wayfair. They've got some good products. That sink I bought, it was like $300.
But now you said that.
Home Depot wanted $600 for the same sink. And yeah, I had to put it together. My couch, you saw my couch, Wayfair. I am a lover of Wayfair now. I don't know what I've been missing in my world.
Wayfair, obviously. But I think important what you said.
Yeah, obviously. And then Spotify's next,
right? Let's be all fair to Jeff. People do this all the time. Don't be mad at the man because he had an idea and got rich. That ain't his fault. You know what I'm saying? Amazon's cool as crap. Who doesn't love Amazon? I love their free delivery and whole 9 yards just here on a goddamn day or an hour. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the man got rich. He got rich because he was smart. You knew what he was doing. We can't be mad at him because he got rich.
Do you see where he's buying a sports team now?
Yo, don't get mad because you didn't think of Amazon first. People do that. I don't want to support him. What the hell? Is that his fault? He was smart. You want to get mad at somebody? Get mad at freaking Zuckerberg or Facebook because he stole it from somebody supposedly. You know what I mean? From his friend. Yep. So when you get mad at someone getting rich, get mad at him. But Jeff's just a guy doing his thing.
Yeah.
Not how he is politically. I don't know his stance politically, but you know, I mean, he's a guy who's rich. Lucky him.
Right. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
There you go, okay? We got to teach the right things here on PMP, the right things. We're all about love, remember? Remember your individual, how's your coffee?
For Peter and Paulie.
That's right. And how's your coffee? Yeah. You are a badass and all that. Paulie is a positive person. He needs to give love and understanding, tell the world things can be solved with peace and happiness and not bad words and mouthing off and saying things you shouldn't say. That's not, didn't your mother ever teach you when you were younger? Okay? No. Be kind.
But if you comment on my post, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Well, folks, this was a fun podcast. You know, I was not sure where it was going to go. I'm never sure where they're going to go because they just go. You know what I mean? But they always end up being fun. We are real. We are two guys just living our lives. having something to say about anything we have something to say about. And listen, we talked about getting flack back. Listen, subscribe, like, send us something. Tell us how you feel. Let us know if we're wrong, right, whatever the case might be. Because we'd like to hear about it, you know?
Yeah, there's a subject you want us to cover. I mean, we can come up with, we will come up with subjects. Actually, the world's going to bring us subjects every week, so it don't matter.
Does. Too many. That's the problem with you and I. They bring so many things. We end up putting them all in one instead of kind of categorizing it. But we just got so much to say about this crazy world we live in that we just say it. You know?
Yep. Yeah.
So at the so and these things are edited. Lord knows they should be, but they're not.
Nah. 5, 4, 3, 2, edit, Miss Jackson.
So Paul, you enjoy the beach. I don't know what our next.
Can you see this? Can you
I see it. It's beautiful. You know, I was going to do the same thing. I should have done it at the beach while you did it at the beach. We could have done it together at the beach, but you know what I mean? I was in a whole other world. You know what I mean? So I had to get home. So here I am. So it's Sunday. I'm going to go, huh?
You go relax and, do your namaste. I'm going to do my namago.
I need to, because after this podcast, I'm like, wow, I'm ready to woo, have a shot of vodka. No, I'm kidding. I don't have that. I got to work tomorrow, So Paul, enjoy the beach, my friend. Until next time, peace, love,
this is
the P&P Podcast.
P Podcast.
That stands for Peter and Paul.
Paul.
All
right. Bye, Peter.
Till next time, my friend. We're out.